Take my hand and hold it tight. Look at the paintings, I'll be your guide. Don't stop looking in my eyes. Are you cold? Do you want to sit down? I've been here a million times, so I know my way around. Don't
Hey guys,
stop
it's
looking
Tuesday
in
and I thought that I would just open up the vlog with sort of like a get ready with me. Mostly me showing you how little effort I put in to getting ready sometimes. So I just spot conceal to make it look like I am not always tired.
I know you don't care as much as
So this is like probably like makeup sacrilege, and I'm sure like beauty gurus everywhere would be rolling over. But this is broken. Everything that I own is broken by Physicians Formula. I don't know why, but every time I ever get one of these things, I always bust it because I'm an idiot. I love to use it to set my concealer, which is like, I know not like a normal thing, but my face is always so much lighter than the rest of my body, summer or winter. And then I have second bronzer. And then this I just kind of like put in the hollows of my cheeks and then also darken the rest of my face. And then I love blush. You guys probably know if you watch my videos. I love blush. I always wear blush because I just feel like I'm really washed out if I don't. I don't change my makeup up often, and like, here's how I put on my blush. So precise. So as far as like eyeshadow goes, I usually grab for this guy. So yesterday I was having like the Monday of all Mondays, and I talked to a couple people about this and they agreed that it was just like an off day and it was really weird. I feel like for everyone yesterday, I don't know what it was, but I've seen like posts on Instagram, posts on like Facebook about just like how weird of a day yesterday was. And yeah, I felt that really hard. And then sometimes I get fancy and I add a little bit of the blush too because it's really easy and simple. And this like reddish color kind of makes my eyes look a little bright, which is fun. So we just throw that on. Cool beans. My dad just called me and I hung up on him, so I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Dad. I will call you back in like 2 minutes when I'm done. Or 5 minutes because I talk a lot. So lately, this is also really old. I probably bought this the first year that Jared and I got married, and it's this really pretty, like, I hardly ever use it, ever, but I pulled it out. It's actually called Autumn. It's like a mineral eyeshadow, but it's really shiny and really pretty.
but I'm just content with me next to you.
You can do this one-handed.
Let's go to an art museum, I'll explain it at the coffee shop. I know you don't get it, but there's no need to fret it. It's like a gift, it's about the thought. Monet might be too much and Van Gogh might take a while.
We're almost done. Eyeliner is not quite even, but probably as good as it's gonna get today. I feel really like monotone doing this. I feel like I'm having a really hard time multitasking between thinking about doing like this and thinking about talking to you guys. I haven't done a lot of reading this week so far, like it's only Tuesday, but I did read a little bit more of Us Against You this morning, but only like maybe 20 pages. I just wanted to quickly get ready, but I do plan on reading a bit more before my kids get home from school, and then Jared and I are going to the movies tonight. How, you might ask, does one stretch out a 5-minute face to 25 minutes? You film it. It's funny because when I do that myself, like in my bathroom, it takes me 5 minutes or less, minus like the eyeshadow. I don't wear eyeshadow all the time, so usually it takes less time. But as soon as you start talking and thinking about what you're doing, and then I get like, I'm sorry I got so quiet. I get in the zone and then I just start doing it, and I'm really bad at having like a conversation and doing that at the same time. So we'll see if the Get Ready With Me ever happens again, because it was very quiet. I'm gonna go read some more of Us Against You, probably take Mauser for a walk so that he's nice and calm later. And I need to call my dad back because he just called me and I need to figure out what it was he needed me for. He probably wants to come out here and like play with his boat and tinker around or something, and just wants to know if I'm home, which I am. But yeah, and then later on, movie night, because it's the best night of the week. Half price movies on Tuesdays. It's great. It's like the best thing ever.
You are my own hell. I won't let you out my sight, 'cause then I would have no life, and someone else would find your beauty newly mine. Tiptoe nose down, 'cause I have found that I am walking up in line, me and yours and me and mine. I think.
Morning, friends. It is Wednesday. We are in I just woke up like this mode, and there's just nothing we're gonna do about it today, because really all that's on the docket is a bunch of house cleaning and housework, and I just can't be bothered to take my hair back down right now. As you can see, I just went to the mailbox and I got my copy of Frankenstein. I'm really excited to read this. I wanted to get this last year at this time, and I never ended up ordering it, so obviously I didn't end up reading it, but I really want to read this one this month. I'm a little sad because the cover is like, it's just really flimsy. Like, it's probably one of the thinnest paperback covers I've ever had. Normally they're like a little more robust. This feels like a cue card, like, you know, when you write notes on like the cue cards, it feels like that, like cardstock. It's very thin. But yeah, I bought it because it looked pretty. It is pretty. It's kind of a neat cover. Not very creepy, but you know, it does have hearts all over it. The not romantic kind. And the spine is pretty. I like the orange like stripe with the blue. It is dreary today. Like, it is so dark and foggy and rainy, and I don't like turning lights on during the day until I absolutely have to. But I'm probably gonna have to soon because I need to do some dishes and I need to do some like general house cleaning, and then later on I plan on getting some reading done. I haven't done anything this morning except for drink coffee and watch YouTube, and I finally went through. I realized I haven't done this since like the end of August. All the videos I've put up lately, all of like the end slates, I haven't remembered to like link the extra videos, so I went through and did all the most recent ones today, so they're not just like empty space at the end, so that's good. But Rainer's gonna get his birthday present tonight because we found him something, yada yada yada, so we shall be doing that this evening, and it should be fun. Rainer's really excited, and I mean, who doesn't want to eat piles of cheesecake for dessert?
Hey, 3 a.m. Here we are again. Been a while since I've seen you. How you been? I could say I missed you, but that would be a lie. It's funny how you ain't around when things are going right, but as soon as my walls go caving in, it's 3 a.m. You haven't changed a bit. You're still full of questions.
Hey guys, it's Thursday and it is another dark and dreary day, except the other day it was really warm and today it is freezing. It's so cold today compared to like how it's been. My hands are freezing. If you can hear like a humming sound or a buzzing sound, we have like a fake fireplace under our TV, and I turned that on, like the space heater thing on, because this room is freezing cold and my hands are cold. And actually, it's so chilly in here, my dog keeps like burrowing his nose under the blanket, and it's really, really cute. I've been sitting here for the last hour or so reading Us Against You, and oh my goodness, my heart. Things are happening, things are moving, people are being awful. Oh, I am like so excited. Like, I only have a little bit left. I'm so excited to be reading it, but also like so sad, and like I just feel like my soul is just going to be crushed. And because the third book has something to do with fire in the title, every time I come across a phrase that compares something to fire, I'm like, is this foreshadowing? Is this something that I should be paying attention to? Is this all gonna come full circle in the next book? Which I'm gonna have to wait ages and ages for, because I don't think it's planning to come here until like, for like 2 more years or something. But when I went to see Frederick Bachman at the signing thing that I went to, he kind of said that he had to space out the Beartown books because they just took so much out of him, and I can totally understand. Like, the other books I've read have had sadness in them, but also it's been broken up with a lot of humor or like dark humor. I feel like these books are like Beartown and Us Against You, there's like the very odd thing that makes you chuckle a little bit, but for the most part, they're kind of just heavy from start to finish, and I couldn't imagine writing something that was that heavy from start to finish. Like, that must just, like, I couldn't imagine how, like, what kind of emotional state you'd be in while you were writing one of these books, because they're just so, like, they're so good, but so sad and so tragic all at the same time. But yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm going to continue reading. I made myself a cup of tea. Isn't this mug so cute? My friend Ashley got me this for my birthday. Thanks, Ashley. And I just think it's the cutest mug, and I love drinking out of it. I'm drinking I never know how to say it. Is it like rooibos or rooibos? I don't know how to say it, but it's delicious, and it's like one of my favorite kinds of tea. I just think it's so good. But yeah, I just wanted to really quickly update you before I like cry my heart out, because I feel like it's gonna happen very soon. Like, look at all those tabs. Look at this.
I had a chance, I'd take it faster than a heartbeat. If I caught a glance, I'd run to you like nobody was watching. But it's so hard to get to you, 'cause when you see the sun, I see the moon. Buckets of water, millions of clouds, miles of road just to get where you are. Oh, I wish it wasn't so far. Thousands of dollars just to be near, countless thoughts of you being here. Oh, I wish it wasn't so hard. But maybe one day we can break the distance.
So I have my little cuddle buddy here, and he's using my arm and kicking my phone. Guys, I've been sitting here for like 2.5 hours. I read like 40% of the book. Oh, he's moved. Got my arm back now. Oh my gosh, I read like the last 40% of that book just sitting here. I don't even feel bad about it. I don't even care that I got nothing done today. My heart is shattered. Like, I had to compose myself. This was so good, and it makes me so, like, I was so heartbroken, and like, I loved Beartown. It was so good. And then this one, like, dare I say it, but it might be even better. It's just so, like, look at this. I couldn't stop. There are just tabs everywhere, and pretty much all the pink and all the blue were times I either happy cried or sad cried. Did a lot of tearing up, but like sobbing. I just couldn't. If you've read the book, you know exactly what part I'm talking about. I don't want to do any spoilers, nothing. I don't want to ruin anything for anyone else who's planning on reading this book, but I cannot believe that I waited all summer, kept putting it off and putting it off. But it's kind of funny though, because the book does start out like in September pretty much, because the season starts in September, and I started reading it in September. So it was kind of a perfect time to read it, but I am just like emotionally drained from reading this book. Hey guys, it's Thursday night, and I am sitting here with like a pile of books because I don't know what I want. I read the first couple pages of All the Missing Girls, and it's definitely interesting, but I feel like it's probably going to be a pretty quick read, and if I want to do Spookathon, I feel like maybe I could do this one and possibly also this one. Also, I ordered an unwanted guest today, and I ordered an anonymous girl from Book Outlet. So I may pick those up for Spookathon. And so what I'm thinking of, and why I'm rambling like that, is that because Frankenstein is a classic, and because typically I do read classics a little slower than like a newer book, a more contemporary style, I figure maybe I'll start Frankenstein now, and then hopefully I'll finish this before Spookathon starts. I assume I probably will. It's not very long. I think it's only like 230 pages or something, so it's pretty short. So I think I'm going to start this. I already read the first, I don't know if they're chapters. It's like a letter is how it opens. I don't know if it goes into chapters or what, but I read the first letter already, and it sounds interesting. And I kind of, like, I'm super curious about Frankenstein, and I really wanted to read it last year. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this one, especially because I've been really enjoying classics lately. Like, I've read, how many? 2 or 3 in the last couple months. So yeah, I think I'm going to read Frankenstein, and hopefully I will like it.
If you ask real nice.
Hey guys, it's Saturday, and I am just hopping on here quick to close out the vlog. Jared and I had a very fun day today. Tiffany, my sister, took our kids and took them to an apple orchard in town and let them explore there. They always do like a really big thing every year, and it's really cool. But we went flying today, as you probably saw in that little clip before. Jared plays like a flight simulator game all the time, and I've never played it, but he loves it. But he has made some friends on there, and one of his friends is a pilot in real life, and so today it was so cool. Him and his girlfriend came down and picked us up from like the local airport by us, and we went on like a little tour around the area, and it was so cool to see everything from up in the sky and just be in like one of those, it was one of those like it was a Comanche, but it was like, it's like one of those little 4-person planes, and it was so fun, and it was such a fun day. It was really neat. So yeah, that's what we did today. And now I am about to curl up and read a little bit more Frankenstein. I did not get a chance to read like anything yesterday. I went to visit my bestie in town and hang out with her and her little baby. And then last night my sister came over, and so we hung out, and then today we were busy. So that's how the end of the reading vlog, or that's how the reading went for the end of the week. But I am going to jump in now because my kids are not home yet. I don't know when they're going to be home. I'm assuming soon because my sister has to bring them back at some point. And so I'm just going to read a bit until they get home, So I will catch you guys all next week. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below. As always, let me know what was the best thing that happened this week. What are you doing on the weekend? What do you have plans for? All that good stuff. Mouser, get your nose off the camera. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and the bell for notifications. I upload most Mondays and Thursdays, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Thanks so much. Bye.